Okay, so in this section we're going to be going over how to use pop parts. Pop parts are basically a list of popular parts that you can use to quickly fill in an order without having to type in a whole bunch of items. So you'll see here that we've got a quote that's created, but there's no items in the content area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the pop parts button, which brings up the new pop parts form, which will load all of the pop parts that are currently assigned to me, and everyone has their own pop parts list now. It also brings up the list that's assigned to the your office, which is the top 50 most popular items you've added to the QuickQuote system. Now, if there's an item on here that I'd like to add to my list, I can either double-click on that item like this, which you'll see just added that to my list, or I can click on this button, which will add the selected line, or I can click on Copy All, which will copy everything from this list over to my list. And if there's a user out there that has a good set that you'd like to have, you can also go in here and select that user, load what they have, and hit Copy All. And that'll copy everything from one user to another, which is a good way to start off a new employee. So I'm going to go back to the all list here and load it. And now I added this one before, so you'll see that if I try to add this one again, I'm going to get a little bit of an error saying, hey, it's already on my list. And that just basically says, hey, you already added it. You don't need to add it again. See, same thing for that one. All right, so that is creating your list. Now, the other thing that you want to do is you can go in here and you can select the items that you want to add to your list. So let's say I want to put two installations on my project. I want one SB 680, and I want to put in a cable, and maybe scroll down here. I want to grab one of those, one of those, one of those, and maybe two of those. And then I'm going to hit load, and you'll notice it fills all those items into my quote without me having to type those in. So it's a really quick way to to get items onto your quote without you having to input them one at a time. Another thing that you can do is, let's say that there's another item that you wanted to add to your list. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to type in like an RPA-U, and let's say that I want to put one of those on my quote. Now that it's on my quote, let's say I decide that's something I want to use a lot, I can hit to add to pop parts by right-clicking on that line and selecting the add to pop parts listing here. And then it's going to add that to my pop parts list. So if I go back into my pop parts listing, you'll notice I now do have my RPAU. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thank you.